try to speak to you sensibly, you're choosing not to answer us. And it's like, I've got no control of it. You're sensitive to it, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of the things that we do. More individuals, even children, but they're not negative. You see, the matter which they went to.
Past Hunters.
Hello, we are the Past Hunters. Today we find ourselves in the Chocolate Factory Studios in Hull. We've been invited by Mr. and Mrs. Hemingway to investigate strange happenings. So we thought we'd come here first and hear their stories.
Well, Bex, where are we actually going?
Yeah, we're travelling to somewhere called the Chocolate Factory, and that's in Hull. Mr. and Mrs. Hemingway, they wrote into Sean, and they said that things were going on in their building. They'd like the Past Hunters and you to come and see if we can source what's going on.
Over the years, I've seen numerous things. A couple of times I've seen a figure of a gentleman walking through the building. I was once here when we had a power cut, and I was with my son, who was only 4 at the time, who saw a figure of a gentleman walking through the corridor and straight through into our dance school wall. So yeah, I'd like the Past Hunters and Derek Acorah to come down and investigate the building.
Should be an interesting location, this one. There's lots of reports of activity here, full-bodied apparitions. There's been bangs, really big bangs, knocks, and there's also been footage captured on thermal imaging cameras of spirit people.
Well, that sounds to me like quite a lot of activity, and that's great. That's great to my ears, and I can't wait to actually go.
Should be a really good night. I'm interested to see what it's like. It's now a music studio.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting to see what we find, because music studio, you'd think that soundproof rooms, so
Yeah, absolutely.
we won't hear anything unless it's paranormal.
Yeah, yeah.
So it should be interesting. What do you guys think?
Well, I think as we head over for the recce, I think we're going to be finding out lots of things that we can do and investigate tonight in lots of different areas, and see if some of the reports of the hauntings and the activity that's there, if it's real or if it's not real.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, Sean, this will give us a chance for you to show what equipment that you're going to actually use on this investigation.
When we go down there today, we'll find out what equipment we can use on the night, and find out some of the stories from Mr. and Mr. Hemingway, and see which items that we have or we could bring to best further our investigations into this location.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Daniela.
Andrew,
Nice to meet you, John.
Hi, Bex.
Should we go inside?
Yeah, let's do it.
Come on then.
So John, why have you brought us into this room?
On numerous occasions I've seen a gentleman walking into this room. When I've been sat in my office in the middle of the building, we've seen a gentleman coming through these doors, walking off to this corner, quite a few times now.
Mm-hmm.
So yours and Daniela's personal experiences, that's actually happened to you personally, to either both of you, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, personally, and our son, you know, when he's been down here.
Yeah, and how often, John, are you seeing these appearances?
Well, pretty often. If it's not a full figure, you know, it's something moving, a shadow of something. But we've actually seen full figure walk through here.
Do you get scared?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it depends.
You used to it now.
Yeah, when it starts walking towards me, I do. Yeah. If it's walking away, I'm not too bad.
Yeah. And does it ever leave you with any feelings of, you know, feeling ill or, you know, out of sorts or anything like that?
I felt before it's made me feel a bit sick. But never long lasting ill or anything like that. But I felt sick before.
So to me, that sounds as if whoever the apparition is of the spirit man, there's a possibility he could be grounded. Absolutely. Because if John has experienced that sort of feeling, that generally fits with grounded rather than visiting spirits. So that's interesting, yeah.
Should we move on to the next?
Yeah,
room?
please, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It's really big, isn't it?
Yeah,
I like the floor.
it is.
So
Yeah.
this is studio number 5.
Number 5, this, yeah.
And what happens in here?
We've had numerous things happening here. We've had people touch on the head. Again, we've seen figures moving through here, shadows and things like that. So.
Has anybody caught these, any of this activity on camera?
Yeah, we've got photos of this activity where it was only a few months ago we had a large object going through the room and there was somebody in here with a camera, so they started taking pictures and we got this and it shot straight through a lady. So we've got that all on camera, yeah.
Would you say, John, that you have more in percentage audible sounds rather than apparitions or sightings of
I'd say
negative energy?
we see more than we hear.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of visual things we see right the way through this building.
Right.
There is a lot of sound as well. You know, we hear a lot of bangs and bumps and...
And yet these rooms are soundproofed?
These rooms
Yeah.
are soundproof, yeah. So obviously what you hear, you should hear within this
Yeah.
building.
Yeah.
I mean, you can hear footsteps even on 1.5 foot concrete floors. You can still hear banging of foot, but you really have to stamp your feet to hear banging of.
Well, that certainly sounds like spiritual phenomena anyway.
Yeah. How long ago was it, the last piece of phenomenon?
About 2 weeks ago.
Danielle, has anything ever worried you in all of the time you've been here?
Sometimes it does, yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends how it feels when you come in the building. Sometimes you just feel that you don't want to be here.
Really,
Yeah.
it's that bad?
Yeah.
Well, I've just finished the walk round with John and Daniela. And my first impressions about this building are most definitely that there is psychic energy and spiritual energy combined, which tells me the residual energy is still very strong here. However, even stronger than that, I felt as if eyes were watching us, and it was like so penetrating. I can only go to what I was feeling. I don't know about Bex or Sean, but you know what? These feelings that are going on here tell me one thing as a medium. I can't wait to get back here and start this investigation.
The Chocolate Factory Studios will leave you feeling less than sweet. This former tallow mill is in the heart of the industrial area of the ancient parish of Sculcoats, with the River Hall to the eastern side and Wincomley to the other side. The present building dates back to the 1840s, when it was originally used by the merchant and seed crusher John Petchel. During the Victorian times, cholera hit the area and wiped out a large portion of the population. During World War II, the area of Wincomley suffered heavy bombing and neighbouring properties were destroyed by enemy action. As a result, there were many deaths in and around the site. There are many tales of intrigue and corruption surrounding the old mill, including stories of occultism and devil worship. 15 years ago, the property was turned into studios. Many artists and bands who have used the building have experienced strange goings-on. There have been multiple reports of paranormal activity, including shadowy figures moving around, unidentified voices, items being moved, and dramatic and unexplained temperature changes. The present owner of the property, John, tells of an incident that he had experienced there when there was a burst water pipe due to freezing temperatures.
Okay, so about 6 years ago, when I came down, there's a power cut down here, and the lights were all out, and I come up into the diner here, what used to be the diner, went to get a toolbox from behind the counter, and saw a figure of a gentleman walk from over here in this corner, walk right the way across, straight through that wall into the dance school. That's the first time I saw a full figure of a gentleman down here.
What will tonight have in store for the past hunters? Join us, find out. Derek, I really enjoyed our first visit here and the stories that we heard from Daniela and John. Can't wait to get started.
Me too, Bex, because when we came here to do the recce, the vibrations I was picking up, and I was keeping it to myself, like, full of expectancy that when we arrived to do the investigation, like now, I think something very special is going to happen here. I might be wrong, but the feelings are building up in me. I can't
Really?
wait to get started.
Wow, Sean, how did you feel?
Well, I went off before with Eddie and we set up some objects on lock-off cameras. So we're just about to head into Studio 4 and set up some lock-off items. Now there's a storage cupboard in there that's had a lot of negative feelings in other paranormal investigations, so that's where I'm going to set up the first of the items tonight for this location. So in this room we've got an EMF meter and we've also got a static detector. If anything goes near the static detector, it'll go off. Anything goes near the EMF meter, you'll see it on the screen, the numbers will change. And there was an orb then that just passed, which you'll see on the lock-off. You'll see the numbers go up on the EMF meter. Okay. So we're in Studio 3, there's a lot of activity going on with the lights on, and we're going to leave the lights on for this experiment and lock-off camera tonight because it's that pitch black that when I put this camera in here, I put it in the infrared mode, you couldn't see a thing. So, let's head over to the next lock-off location. Now this is studio number 2. In studio number 2, there is a report of people that have placed items in here, such as toys, and sang nursery rhymes like Ring a Ring a Roses. Now when that's happened, it's encouraged some spiritual entities of children to come in here, and they've also had objects moving on their own. So I have brought, and this is one of the first items I'll tell you about, a touch torch, because I want to lock this off on the camera and see if anybody will touch it and set it off when the camera is rolling and nobody's here and the lights are off. I've also brought a toy car to encourage any children to come over and play with it, and a lovely little teddy bear. Now if there is any children in here, then they'll come over, touch them and play with them, and maybe if there isn't, maybe something else will, but hopefully we'll capture something on camera.
Should we start?
Yeah,
Please.
let's get started.
Yeah.
Derek, this is the room that we first visited
Yeah.
on the recce with Daniela and John. Are you picking anything up as soon as you walked in here?
Not immediately.
Right.
However, I felt a bit, if that's the right word, suppressed
Oh, right, yeah.
this last couple of minutes because the residual energy that's within this room would say that just of recent there has been spiritual activity in this area.
Right.
How much, I can't tell precise at the moment, but I do get this like anxious feeling, and it's been placed to me most definitely by a spirit person.
Okay.
A man, I believe, not a woman at this stage, and an irritability about it, make me feel irritable.
Yeah.
Now, these sorts of experiences, did you hear something then?
What was
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I did. I heard that. You know what I heard? Felt like the door was being pushed.
The door?
Yeah, it did. No, not that bit forceful, just a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Well, this
Just
could
as
be
you were saying
That
about
was the
that
same
one.
sound then.
Was it the same sound? Did you pick that up, Dave?
Yeah.
good. Now, I know he's about, and I know he seemed, like I was saying earlier on, I feel as if there's eyes just watching us.
Right.
And that's through my experience. So I reckon that this male,
Something touched me on the head as well.
just then,
Yeah.
okay, I think he's going to actually take part in this investigation, if not trying to let himself be known to us, but maybe just get up to, childish things.
Yeah.
And I can't really tell his total personality, but what I do feel with is if it's a person, when he was in life, he could go from being a calm person to it just go off the scales.
Scale, rage.
Crazy, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then come out of it and go, oh, gee, what have I
It's
done?
like bipolar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and that energy is definitely here. There's something else that's coming here. It's a terrible, to me, can you smell anything in here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you hear that?
It was a whistle.
No, the bang.
Let's should know.
Just a little,
Listen.
just listen for a minute. If the spirit man is actually here now,
The shadows, Derek, over in the back corner. Can you see?
I thought
Yeah,
you were
that's-
looking at us.
yeah.
Should we go over?
Yeah. Go on.
So it's just this mixing desk here.
All right, okay. Okay. Bex, you call out to this man. I feel he's a bit of a strange one.
Do you pick up any names?
Not at the moment, but this man was very angry over something that went on in this area, this building. I feel he had a major position in this maybe business.
Right.
And no one could ever tell what he was going to be like. You know, it's like a Jekyll and Hyde syndrome.
Right. Okay.
From one day to the next, total difference, chalk and cheese, but bang. And I feel, when he was in his angered moments, I feel that there was a lot of hate taking place around him.
Right.
And I'm not just talking about in this actual room. I feel his energy's here, strong, just come in, but moves all round.
And that's why he was so angry.
Yeah. And I just feel a man that, since coming to, I heard that.
Yeah, that was over there.
Yeah.
Over there. Can you see anything? Oh, in the corner.
This, where we go. I can hear him whispering. He's whispering to someone, so there's two of them here.
Two.
Oh my God! No word of a lie. I just heard a humming
Did you?
of like a drum kit.
Yeah.
As you said, there's two.
Yeah,
I heard.
yeah. And I just noticed that K2 just went.
Yeah, we've got a K2 meter here with us, so if any
You
sort of
brought this
spirit
in, yeah.
comes close, the lights will go up, and the closer they get, the more lights will
Oh,
come
let me try this. Henry, are you one of the two spirit men in here?
When you said that, a figure moved here.
I heard footsteps when you
I
said
did
that.
hear something there
I did.
in this area.
Henry?
You know what I feel about this one? I feel he wants to lull us into a sense of false security, and then all of a sudden do something, you know, just
outrageous.
Outrageous, yeah. I feel he's in one of those outrageous way of thinking modes at the moment.
Right, okay. So we don't know what
And
we're
he's
in
still,
for.
you see, he's still carrying anger. And when a spirit goes over truly to the world of spirit backs, there's a sense of
Did you hear
healing.
the whistle?
I missed that.
You were.
So every time this happens, when I'm
Yeah,
talking,
when
you
you
know,
get
when it
closer
does
to
that,
the
yeah.
truth,
They're linked to you.
they come out.
Yeah. And
That's talking.
I just heard a woman's voice.
That's exactly what
See, these walls are soundproof, so we shouldn't be hearing anything like
No,
this.
no.
should
What's she
we?
saying?
A young woman as well.
Okay.
And she most certainly lost her life here. It's like as if she was, oh jeez. It was like as if, I feel as if she must have been brought here to this area.
Right.
And it was like she was close to death. And it's like, again, I'm getting that feeling of roasting hot, as if I've got fever, as if I'm like, and I'm gasping for my breath.
Yeah.
And so I'm also sensing there's an awful lot of death here
Yeah.
in the past, a lot of people. I feel like a lot of them did go over to the world of spirit properly,
Yeah.
but there's some still hanging around.
You know, when you sense different spirits, like in a location like this, many spirits, you know, if they come from different eras,
Yeah.
can they see each other?
Sometimes they can,
Really?
sometimes they have a tendency to block her. Say if there was a difference of 100 years,
Yeah.
the negative ones certainly don't want to interact with good,
Really?
because the light are the good, the dark ones are the ones who stay put here, who've done not so nice things. And so they don't really want to interact. It's like, you know, a moth goes to a light.
Yeah.
Well, the light being the nice one and the moth being the dark one, well, it's opposite there. It's like an abhorrence to them, the light that's surrounding the other spirit person.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in some cases, if they passed over 50 years, 100 years, and I can hear bangs like bombs. Boom, 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 and people screaming and shouting.
They're really loud.
Yeah, very whoosh. It's like blowing my mind. 2 women lost their lives here through, I feel, both strangulation.
Should we try and call it out in here?
I think it would be an ideal thing to do, because I know we were getting a lot of sounds there a moment ago. That seems to have gone quiet. But you know what I feel we should do it.
Yeah.
Why, I don't know.
By the drum
Over
kit?
there.
Yeah.
I've also got a singing bowl. Shall we
Okay,
start
try that, yeah.
first?
Let's try it. Yeah.
The singing bowl can be used to drum up some energy.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel that this is building up. It's like, you know, when a person, whether it be in physical life, and they say, right, I'm planning this, and I'll do it my way and my time, but I will do it. That's what I feel about this.
Okay. Should we get this going?
Yeah, go on.
If anybody's here, can you let your presence know? You know? It just feels uneasy, doesn't it?
Oh, you know, it's just like as if I'm not being touched, but my upper part of my body feels as if it wants to go round like this for some reason. And it's like, I've got no control of it. Whoever or whatever's doing this to me, I've never had this sensation before. It's like as if they want to tell me, you know, when a person, what's that thing they call it? Hula hoop.
Yeah.
You know, when you do that?
Yeah.
Someone's making my body feel as if I'm doing that.
Hula hoop.
I feel this is a child.
Okay.
This is a little girl. She used to play with this.
How old? Have you got any names?
I think I feel, and she's a good soul. She lost her life also. Boosh. It was like boosh. So she was taken over with an explosion.
Yeah.
And she went right over. What did you say? What did you say?
A laugh.
A laugh?
A man's laugh. Like a giggle.
Yeah.
This was an amazing EVP captured by the past hunters, and to this day, we cannot find an answer.
So you don't want to respond right away, or you'll make these audible sounds, but when we try to speak to you sensibly, you're choosing not to answer us.
That was at the back.
Yeah, yeah.
Can
Heard that very,
pan
very
over, see
strongly,
if we
yeah.
can see anything?
Wow. Already so active.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We've been here for only a few.
This is good.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, should we head over into more areas?
Yeah,
And
yeah, I think
let's
it's good.
go with.
Let this
what
fella
you're
follow
thinking.
us.
Yeah, yeah, and
And let's see
you
what
lead the way.
Well, they
Yeah,
will
okay.
anyway
Yeah.
because he's in the building. If
He's
we
here.
just
He's
presence
here,
will.
yeah.
So the lights are off, and we've got an experiment set up in a room just over there, which we'll go over. There's a microphone in there. Now, the reason we've got a microphone in there is they have done this experiment in this building before, and these two speakers that we've got in this room,
Yeah.
one there, they've been picking up noises coming from the room. The door's been shaking. There's been a growl. Yeah.
Right.
When we were setting up the equipment before, there was noises. There was taps. And just behind us here is a vision mixer, sound mixer, not vision mixer. And if we just turn that up now and we head over to the door, we'll try an experiment and see if that nasty person
Yeah.
comes through. Can you hear that
You
now?
can hear the hiss.
Yes.
The hissing sound is the speaker.
Should we?
That's the speakers, is it? Yeah.
Okay, just watch this chair.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's following us.
It does, yeah.
So
Yeah.
if
You're
we
not wrong.
come in
Yeah.
here,
Just
and then we'll stand near the door,
Okay.
just here.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Well, first of all,
Can you feel a chill in here?
Yeah,
Just
on
from
my
your
back.
legs and your back.
Yeah.
let's go. Listen.
Somebody's running.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I heard running.
Tap, tap,
Stairs.
tap.
Yeah, yeah.
Just bang on the door. Copy this. Well, don't copy this noise. You can't do it. But hopefully this will encourage you to do it.
Should we knock on the door, see if they knock back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to knock
This
on the door and
door
I'll set the
here.
thermal?
Yeah, yeah, do that, yeah. Go on.
Oh my God.
By the mistake.
That again, again,
Yeah, over
again.
there, yeah. Oh, and again.
Look.
Oh God, yeah. It is.
Moving.
On the door.
It is, yeah.
See
On the
it?
door.
Yeah.
It's faded. It's gone.
It's not gone. Well,
Oh.
there
it's
again,
gone.
isn't it? Moving very slowly, but moving. Oh, there's another one.
Ask them to bang at the
So
door.
we're
see if
picking
we
up
can-
on a heat signature by the door.
Hit that door, bang on that door.
Oh, look, there it is again.
Yeah. We can see you by the door, so come on, let's see what you can do. We challenge you.
Do you want me to come and stand by the door?
Yeah, go on.
Good thing. Wait, me cough this.
Did Do you hear the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heard a noise over that side as well.
That's coming through the speakers
That's
behind
good.
the door.
Is it?
Behind the door?
From the microphone, it's coming through the speakers.
Yeah, do you hear it? Come on, step forward. Bex is here.
Come on, I'm not afraid.
Hear that?
It's like a drag. Can you hear it in the door? Yeah.
Scraping, yeah.
I'm going to put my hand on the door and I'm going to see if I can feel anything.
You know what?
Bang the door.
This is part of the elementals
Yeah.
that are being drummed up. Okay, it's all right, no, you're okay, you're all right, you're okay.
Oh my
What
God.
happened? Did it hit you? Did it hit you?
The door?
Yeah?
The door. It moved.
Did it?
Well, like really did.
Would you stand
You're
back?
all right. Hey?
Would you stand back?
Of course I will.
Put your hands on it, Derek. Oh my God.
Whoa.
That was like a force as well, that pushed against the door.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
What are you feeling?
The energies are just going from right up my arms to my shoulders. And it's wanting to make me angry, but I'm not accepting that. No, I don't want your viciousness in my system. Come on, go about it in a different way. Or is this the only way you know, you dark soul?
Oh God!
Sorry.
That was like
That was the door?
the dark soul.
Something just went past there.
Yeah.
Right, I caught that on the thermal.
Derek, is this that Henry that we just
I can't
felt
tell, love. I think it's another soul.
stronger?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you can hear it tapping. I'm going to bang on the door while you're there, Derek.
Okay. Right, give us here! Jacob.
It's
You can see look.
a little light, I think it's a camera.
Go. You fools, go. You do not know.
Children.
You do not know my power. Go. You imbeciles. Go.
We're not
You
gonna go
children.
anywhere.
Go. You stupid.
Okay.
Derek.
Push him back.
Derek. You okay, Derek?
Yeah, I'm okay. My chest.
Stand away from the door.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. Tap,
Oh.
tap.
They didn't like you standing away from the door. I'm going to tap it again. I'm going to make it
Yeah.
agitated. Listen.
Yeah. I can hear.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very clear, isn't it?
This is amazing. Can I just open the door?
Yeah. Go do it. Yeah.
That's really strong.
Yeah.
Oh!
Whoa.
As I went to open the door, he pulled back. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I saw it in the
Yeah.
corner of my eye.
I don't want to touch the
Let
door.
me
Will you
try.
open the door and
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
film inside it? Okay.
Hey, jeez.
Okay. I'm just going to turn the mic down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
Hang on, tap on the door.
It's a scratching.
It's opening.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Yeah.
No, hold on, just a little bit more.
Okay.
A little bit more,
Sure,
Sean. Yeah.
I'm having to hold this back.
Yeah.
alright.
Okay.
Look, it doesn't want to come.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a draft coming from here. There's
Yeah,
no air. There's physically no air.
Yeah.
Let me get a temperature.
Go on. Yeah.
17.4. It's dropping.
Is it?
17.
Did you hear that?
16.9. 16.8. There's a child.
that's what.
You're the little child then.
It's dropped.
There's a child crying.
It's crying.
In the room.
That's a little boy crying. Oh, listen. Shh.
Please, little boy.
Can you see that shadow? That shadow.
Yeah. I can. Yeah.
Come on, shadow.
Yeah.
You've gone down a degree. It's nearly 2 degrees now. Dropped.
Is it?
15 degrees.
Yeah, okay. So you see what's happening? There's more of them coming in. More individuals, even children. But they're not negative. You see, the manner in which they went to...
Oh, the door! Yes, hold this door. Let me...
What's that? Yeah, all right, calm down, Sean.
Okay.
Calm down.
I don't want it coming out.
No.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
You caught that,
3 times
yeah?
pushed it and pushed it.
Okay. What do you think we should do?
Okay, hold on.
I'm shaking.
Oh,
I felt that.
Jesus.
He's pushing against it.
Yeah,
Really?
it's
Oh,
pushing.
God.
You feel it? You son of a bitch. Look at it.
I wish the camera could pick
You
up the
feel the
feeling.
power of this?
Okay.
Can you hear it? It's like scratching.
God. Look at him. Hey.
Hey.
It took all of our strength to hold the door back, and no logical explanation could be found by the team. What else is in store tonight for the crew?
It smells different here.
It does, doesn't it?
This was the lock-off I set up before.
Right, yeah.
We'll see if that's caught anything in the belt.
Oh, it's very different in here.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Do you pick anything up
Oh
in
my
here?
God.
What, love? What?
Is anybody picking up any bad feelings on them? A crew as well. Like, I've got, as soon as I come in here, I've got an instant headache.
Have you?
Instant.
Yeah.
Let's-
There was a big bang on me.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, we've got another character in here.
God, my legs are cold.
Benjamin.
Okay.
Benjamin. You're the leader here, aren't you, Benjamin? Come on, let's say some audibles from you. Are you a brave spirit? Or are you a weak spirit?
I heard that.
Yeah. This one, he's the one that was the head of this group of people. There's also, it's like as if 2 monks have walked in.
Wow.
2 monks?
Monks. It's like,
Why would it be monks?
I don't know.
So if this Benjamin's the head, then he's going to be bringing a lot of energy.
Absolutely. And I think, you okay? What's wrong?
Oh, I
What?
just feel uneasy on my feet.
Yeah, well, step against the wall. Just step against the wall and lean against the wall. Come on.
Is your chair? Is your chair?
Yeah, there's a chair here.
Okay, you're all right. You're okay. If you feel any worse, take out the room. Just calm.
So that's Ben.
Yeah, there's a chair here for you.
Sam's telling me he wants us to know his full name, Benjamin Jones.
Right, okay. Benjamin Jones, are you here? Are you affecting us like this? Give us a bang.
Okay, he's responding.
Instant response.
Yeah. Sean, how are you feeling? We've been out of that room now for 4 or 5 minutes.
I felt really drained in there.
Yeah.
But it's when it just seems to come and go. So but coming out of the room, it's made me feel a lot better.
Yeah, because his energy's drawn away from you now. So your natural bodily defences are just healed.
Seemed to take a shine, didn't it? To show
Yeah,
what do
it
you
did.
think attracted him to him?
Well, for many reasons probably. Maybe he just wanted to do it to Sean. Maybe,
Yeah, maybe
he
it
thought
was
he could drain,
Easier.
Sean easier from anyone else.
Yeah.
But you know what I think's really, really important here, and you might not like the sound of this. Okay. I think, what do you think, Bex? I think he's the ideal candidate to go in that room, locked off camera.
Yeah.
Because he's done it already once.
Yeah.
And if he's by himself, he really, really pick on him.
Good idea.
But
And we'll give you a walkie-talkie.
give you the walkie-talkie, you won't be alone. We'll be outside.
Okay.
And if anything, feelings like it before happens, to the door and out.
I'll be out.
You know.
Alright, I'll give it a
Will you
go.
do it?
Yeah. So, I've took the challenge. I'm on Lone Vigil Studio 4. I've not got any additional light. I've only got what you can see here. Don't know what that was, but I touched something and I can hear footsteps.
This is the corridor that Daniela and John saw the full body apparition.
This corridor here now,
Yes.
yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
they felt a bit uneasy in there. Shall we head in?
Yeah, let's go in. Yeah. This is the corridor, yeah. You know, as we're walking through now, you feel the temperature's really dropped.
I was about to say that.
Yeah. It started there at the base of my ankles.
Yeah.
It's gone right up to the top of my thighs now.
That
That
movement?
that indicates to me that there has been spiritual movement, energy in here prior to us coming in, whether whoever is around now.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I'm left with as well. I'm left with this, like, you know, when people say, when they classify a person as like crafty at mind,
Yeah.
it's in the ether.
Right.
It's like, I feel as if it's making me feel crafty at mind.
Right, right.
And I know we're being listened to,
Really?
not by the crew, and I know we're being watched because it's like going through the back of my head.
Listen, listen. Can you hear it? Okay. Okay, is anybody here? I've got a K2 meter. I'm not afraid to use it. Give us a sight. I just saw an orb on the camera. We would have definitely picked that up. It was by this door. It came from this door. So I'm going to head over to it.
And whether this is a different spirit person or a different spirit energy, I can't ascertain yet. But I know we are being watched, and I know we're being listened to right now. I just seen a light, a spirit light, right above. Is that Eddie? Yeah, right above him. It just flashed, and then it went away.
Do you get any sense of the spirit, whether it's a good spirit or whether it's a bad spirit?
Well, I think the one that frequents this place, maybe the one that John has seen, is more one to hide rather than to be seen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you hear that?
yeah, I had that at the back.
If that was you that affected me before, do something. Just don't attack me. Hello? That was me. Somebody walking in here. That's a chair. I'll show you what I've got. Got the speakers. I've got the like a chip. Hello? Hello? What's that? What's this? What I'm hearing right now is... What I'm hearing right... I could hear something then. What I'm hearing right now is like a rattle of a noise. I don't know what it is. That was me kicking the chair, because it is... You can't see your hand in front of your face in here. K2 meter's not going off. If it goes off, I'll show you.
Benjamin Jones, are you here with us right now?
Do you hear that breath? Did you hear that?
I did. I did.
Okay, it sounds like you, Benjamin.
Was that you? I have a doll here, and if you press the middle, she'll go off. Benjamin, come closer. Come closer into our atmosphere. Come on. We're not here to harm you, so please don't harm us. Did you hear that? That was like a footstep getting closer to us. That was behind the group. The only people in this room are myself and Derek, Eddie on camera, and Dave on sound. I'm completely alone.
Did you hear that? Hello? Hello? Ah! Oh, whoa, whoa, what was that? What was that? What was that?
Come on, are you a gutless wonder?
Benjamin? Come closer.
I just feel as if something had come past us and went...
That was a door as well.
Where was it?
Creaking door. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Also, this is bonkers, this, because just right across my nose, I smelt like a perfume.
Really? So
Yeah.
there could be two spirits?
Yeah, maybe a female as well. But I
Okay.
smelt this strong fragrance.
And would you say that spirit, the female spirit's good or bad?
Not bad, I don't
Not
think.
bad, right,
I feel
okay.
she's here separate to this Benjamin
So
John.
if she's good and Benjamin was bad,
Yeah.
would that balance out the
Well, it would to a
feeling?
degree, yeah. Where the strength of the negative would be a little bit weakened,
Yeah.
as I said earlier in the investigation,
yeah.
from someone that's good, will weaken that volume
Right.
of negative energy.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. Nothing. Come on. Do something for me. Do something. Make it big. Come on, please. Ah! No, I'm out of here. That's too bad, that. The door.
Guys, I know there's a start bleeding.
How's that?
No.
Really?
Oh my
Oh,
God,
God, yeah.
Dave.
You see, you're sensitive to it, you see, Dave. Yeah, that's one of the things that they do.
I'm going to have to get a tissue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
hold on.
Are you here? Why have you made Dave's nose bleed? Why did you do that? Derek. Derek. Benjamin.
You don't belong. You don't belong.
We do belong.
Go
We do.
away.
No.
Go away.
Benjamin.
Ah, John!
Unfortunately, we are unable to show any of Derek's channeling as it was far too emotional for our team. Should we get the hell out of here?
Should we get out of here?
Please.
The chocolate factory in Hull. What did we all think?
In between residual energy, actual spirit connection, naturally the audible sounds were very apparent.
Yeah.
And also naturally the change in temperatures within so many feet of each other. You put them all together, and of course the central characters, meaning the spirit people that were, let's say, around us. And if you put all together, it was quite I suppose to some people's minds, if they're watching the program, quite disturbing, especially that end piece.
Yeah. How
Where
did you feel?
I felt bloody rotten.
Yeah.
Because just behind us, and he just jumped in. It wasn't of my approval.
No.
And he just decided to take that opportunity, and of course he showed his personality in the way he behaved. And like I said earlier on, I think I'm getting a little bit too old or long on the tooth to keep doing this channel because it bloody hurts.
Sean, how did you feel?
Door had opened, and then we had a problem with it trying to close it.
There are 3 body weights.
Exactly.
And it was to push.
Yeah.
And then once we let go, then the door opened 3 times ajar.
Guys, what did you feel? Eddie, you were on camera, and Dave, you were on sound. What did it feel like when we were experiencing the things that were happening?
In the corridor, it was very powerful. Because of what was going on, and of course from a point of view of trying to keep a camera pointed at what was happening and everything that went on, it was quite I can't wait to watch the footage back to see exactly what was going on, because obviously we were concentrating, and of course Dave and his nosebleed.
Yeah, it's a new experience for me. That I've never had that happen before. I just went all hot, and I was just concentrating on keeping the microphone with you guys, and then all of a sudden I just sort of trickled down my face, and I was like, I think I'm having a nosebleed.
And now it's your chance to get involved. You can follow us on Twitter, on Facebook.
You may have seen something tonight that we didn't see. You may have even heard something that we didn't hear. So please do get involved.
Come on, get right behind us, you lovely people. Please get involved. This is the Past Hunters.
So from all of the past hunters,
Thank you for watching.
Good night, God bless.
I'm out of here. That's too bad, that. The door. Did you see that?
Yeah.
You caught
3
that,
times
yeah?
pushed it and
Yeah?
pushed it and pushed it.
Okay. What do you feel?
Yeah, it's one of the things that they do.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
right.